I'm at your left, watch out. Let me give you some heals. Oh. No worries. Is the mini tank? Oh crap, it's still there. Man, this blind build is actually awesome. What the frick? Wow.
Hostile assembling a golden bullet. Hostile has full golden bullet.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a CC build that you can use in Legendary. What I mean by CC is crowd control. What's really good about this build is that you can also heal your teammates. You can keep your teammates alive, or your DPS players, or whatever builds they're using, you can keep them alive. It's not the best healing build, okay, but you do a decent amount of healing, and also you can buff your teammates with the talents on this build. So yeah, let me take you through the pieces. All right, so in here, we're going to be running 4 pieces of hardwired. So when you have 2 pieces, you get skill haste. When you have 3 pieces, you get skill damage and repair skills. When you have the 4th piece, you unlock the brand set talent called a feedback loop. So this is a really important part of the build. So whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill's cooldown is automatically reduced by 30 seconds, while increasing total skill damage and repair by 10% for 20 seconds. Feedback loop can occur once every 20 seconds. So the pieces of hardwired, as you can see, I have the backpack, gloves, knee pads, and holster as hardwired, and everything is rolled with status effect. All my gear mods are repair skills. So we do have the hardwired backpack on because it does have a separate talent from the chest piece. The talent on here is called short circuit. So it decreases feedback loop cooldown from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay. For the rest of the pieces, so as you can see, sorry, they're all status effect. I just wanted to show you guys. For the remaining pieces on the build, on the chest piece, I have a golem that gives me 10% status effect. On here, I have armor regen, status effect, and repair skills gear mod. Honestly, I'd prefer to have a repair skills attribute instead of the armor regen. I'm trying to find a good piece for it, but it doesn't really make a big difference. On here, I have empathic resolve. So repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds and 1 to 7% for yourself. Okay, so this is only effective with the amount of skill tiers you have. So on this build, we have a 6 skill tier. For the last piece, I'm using the exotic Val mask. Okay, this has toxic delivery. So this is actually how we are doing damage with our blinder firefly. It is not an insane amount of damage, but it's nice to see damage numbers coming up, okay, as a crowd control player. So status effects also apply a damage over time debuff for 10 seconds. Total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade's damage and increased by your status effect attributes. So we get half of the concussion grenade's damage, so that's a lot of damage there, as you can see the number. And also it increases with the amount of status effect we have. So for the new players that don't know, status effect increases the duration of the effect. Okay, so if you have a fire, it'll increase the duration of the fire. So the longer it is, the more damage you will be able to do. So we want the blinder firefly to blind the enemies as long as possible. That is why we are stacking status effect on here. Okay, so here is the blinder firefly. So that is my other skill. My first skill is the restore hive so that we can heal our teammates. All right, for my weapons, I have the Scorpio. Just in case I get pushed, I can stun lock some enemies. My second weapon is the Everlasting Gaze. This is a named rifle. So the talent on here is Perfect Perpetuation. Headshots grant 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effects you apply. Cooldown is 16 seconds. I really don't go to my secondary guns. Maybe I will, but I'm too busy trying to blind them. I just stick to my Scorpio usually, but now and again I will go to the second weapon, but now and again I do forget to use it. My third weapon is the Card 45. It has damage target of cover rolled onto there, and it's future perfect. So weapon kills grant 1 skill tier for 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grants overcharge for 15 seconds. Overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds. So if we do kill with this pistol, because we're on skill tier 6, we will be able to overcharge. For my specialization, I am using the survivalist specialization. The main reason is I get 15% increased outgoing healing. I also get 10% increased protection from elites. But also this one's a good one here because we are doing status effect. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with a status effect. So our DPS players or whatever our skill players can do more damage towards the enemies. So what you want to do is you want to kind of just target the enemies as many as you can. Okay, when you throw it. Okay, so that is how much damage we're actually doing currently. It's not too bad. And then because our Firefly has been used already, it's blinded every enemy. We can get it back straight away. See? Okay, and I've got my Firefly back. We can blind. See, can you see the cooldown on there? The hardwire, there's 2 H's. Now I can take my Firefly back. Okay, so now that's on the cooldown in order for me to use the hardwire talent again. Okay, so that H is on cooldown, the gray H at the bottom. That's back. I can get my Firefly again. All right. Very easy build to use. Sometimes I will keep my hive down just so my teammates get some health back. Then I will pick it up and drop it to get my Firefly back. Because it does take a bit of time. If there's a lot of enemies, it does take a bit of time to hit each enemy with the Firefly. So once you have the cooldown finished with the hardwired, you just make sure to wait for your Firefly to hit each enemy first, and then you can get it back. Because if it's still on its path to each enemy, even though you have your hardwired cooldown finished, you will not get your Firefly back until it's hit every enemy, just to let you guys know. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that build. It's been a fun build to use, actually. I've put this build on my main character that I do legendary with, so it's a build worth making. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.